Paper investments are dwarfed by gold's 6,000-year history. Discover how gold can be right for you and your IRA by calling 800-686-2237. Whether buying or it's time for you to sell, this book is free. Call 800-686-2237.
Normal blood pressure, naturally. How would that make you feel?
I'm Don from New Mexico. January of 2000, I had a heart attack. Then my real health began going downhill, and I had high blood pressure, high blood sugar, poor vision, and I really wasn't sleeping well. I was a mess, pretty much.
Don reports dramatic improvements with Heart and Body Extract.
I started taking Heart and Body Extract, and from within a few days, I started sleeping a lot better. My blood pressure normalized, my blood sugar normalized, and my sleep really did improve.
Experience these benefits and more when your body gets what it needs with the assistance of Heart and Body Extract. Order at hbextract.com or call 866-295-5305. That's hbextract.com or call 866-295-5305.
And folks, I did not expect this at all. By the 7th, 8th, and 9th day, I saw dramatic improvements from taking Heart and Body Extract.
Details at hbextract.com or call 866-295-5305 for Heart and Body Extract.
All right, let's continue with your phone calls. Then we're going to look at Fed manipulations in the Crosshairs, an article written by Alex Newman for the New American Magazine, dealing with the ways that the private Federal Reserve Network has a rigged economy here in the United States. And I will get to that Chris Matthews video from last night dealing with his hit piece. But right now, let's go ahead and talk to Tim in Oregon. Tim, you're on the air. Welcome.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I have just a few quick questions. I won't take up much of your time. I was curious if you had any conclusive coverage on the oil spill, like an internet database of real-time evidence, video, or anything that anybody can look up.
Well, I mean, there's video of it gushing 60,000 gallons a day, they say now, and them lying from day one, saying it was a few thousand gallons, then 10,000, then 20,000, then 30,000, then 40,000, then 50,000. Then 60,000. And there's the fact that anybody can pull up the mainstream articles that 44% of BP stock was dumped by Goldman Sachs 2 days before, a record dumping in just that stock. And, of course, now it turns out that BP was being chaired at the time by the head of Goldman Sachs. You have the CEO of BP dumping 30+% or over a third of his stock in BP. You have the fact that they block the response. You have the fact that BP's a top globalist company pushing carbon taxes. You have the fact that Obama now, as we predicted a month ago, is calling for his global carbon tax as the solution, taxes on the American people, to the very company BP that owns large stakes in the carbon trading scam. But, I mean, there's your proof right there.
Well, no, I'm just necessarily looking for, like, ordinary citizens to just, like, look and witness the devastation, in real time. I was
the devastation. Well, I mean, they do have goons from Halliburton, BP, trying to keep the media off public beaches, over hundreds of miles of public beaches, trying to stop Americans from seeing the oil spill. Though from what I've seen, it's bad, but a lot worse, to come, because most of it's still out in the ocean in those different currents. So a lot of it's media hype. And I went to Luby's yesterday. They had big signs saying our food is from the North Atlantic. It's from Alaska. It's from the Northern Pacific. It's from Iceland. It's from all these other places. Most of the food's good in the Gulf. I mean, it's just a bunch of hype. I mean, sure, 50 million gallons sounds like a lot until you realize there's got to be trillions and trillions and trillions of gallons of water in the Gulf of Mexico. I mean, the oil that's come out of this oil rig is not even a drop of oil in a swimming pool. Do you understand?
Thank you for that perspective. I appreciate that. I also had a few other questions for you. If martial law takes place, do you think it'll be a coast-to-coast thing, like from the Pacific to the Atlantic, or will it be a state-to-state event?
Okay, we're under martial law. Police all over the country take blood without warrants at checkpoints. All babies for 38 years have had their blood secretly taken at birth and put in a Pentagon database. That's martial law. The military's been trained for over 30 years in covert operations with local police to take on American gun owners. That's martial law. Over 50,000 clergy have been trained on what to preach to their flock, to submit to government, and to hand in their guns. That's creepy, martial law. That's like the TV show V, but it's not aliens infiltrating. It's our own people. This is tyranny. Face scanning cameras, license plate reading cameras, a government that secretly arrests citizens. That's martial law. So it's what increment of martial law will we be under? Will they have some hot martial law like Katrina, where they confiscate guns and things like that? That's the question.
That is the question. So it'd be more of an event type situation versus just a state-to-state sweep, you're thinking?
Well, they already have state-to-state sweeps. I've got all these squad car videos where they have a checkpoint, they're searching people's papers, and they happen to see a pocket Constitution in the front seat, and they take the woman off. Instead of being Jewish, like in Nazi Germany, she's a patriot. And the cops are so brainwashed, they think George Washington, they think a Constitution with George Washington's face on it is as scary as Satan. And so what I'm saying is, it's martial law. When Henry Paulson, in closed-door session of Congress, said, martial law will be declared, blood in the streets, quote, this is on record, if you don't give us unlimited trillions. So, see, martial law is when they launch illegal wars. Nazi Germany was under martial law by 1933 when Hitler firebombed his own capital. They didn't announce martial law. It's called security. They don't call it martial law in North Korea. It's just tyranny. Do you see what I'm saying? But they could set off a nuke and declare national emergency and maybe even use the term martial law just to throw it in our face. So that would come after the globalists set off a nuke and blamed it on one of their made-up enemies. I hope that answers your questions.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
The Fall of America and the Western World is an all-new 10-hour documentary and survival guide rolled into one. In this film, you will see the reasons why our government is failing and what you can do to prepare. Featuring Dr. Paul Craig Roberts, Joseph Farah, David Icke, Naomi Wolf, G. Edward Griffin, Doug McIntyre, Mark Crispin Miller, Mickey Z, Doug Casey, David McElhaney, and myself, Alex Jones. Protect yourself and get the tools you need to protect your family from these difficult times. The Fall of America and the Western World at www.thefallofamerica.net or click on the banners at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. Again, that website's www.thefallofamerica.net or call 800-655-1577. Prepare yourself and the ones you love today. Fallofamerica.net. Let me tell you a little bit about one of our great sponsors, HomeGain.com. This is the place to get you started buying or selling a home, finding a realtor, and getting any real estate questions answered. Go to HomeGain.com and see what I'm talking about. All you need to do is type in your home address, and you will get an instant free estimate of your home's value online. This is a great way to be able to monitor the value of your home. And again, it's absolutely free. There are tons of tools to help you. For instance, if you want to remodel your home, go to HomeGain.com. Use their Home Sale Maximizer to help you determine which home improvements can most increase your home's value before you put it on the market. For 10 years, these folks have been helping home sellers and buyers. Visit their link at Infowars.com. Look for Max, the orange Home Gain Gorilla, to help you with any real estate needs you might have. You'll love this site. It's HomeGain.com. HomeGain.com. Check them out today. Hello, this is Alex Jones with some important questions. If you're going into a battle and they give you a rifle and a sidearm, how much ammunition do you want?
My answer would be all I can get. In the battle for freedom and the lives of your loved ones, food is your only ammunition. How much do you want? When do you want it? Now or after the battle starts? When will you need it? Can you buy it without proper identification? Will there be any food? Will it make your children sick? If there's a quarantine and you can't feed yourself, will you go to the gathering center and be immunized? You wipe out all these problems if you have a good food supply. Food is your ammunition to fight for your freedom and your life. How much will you need? We don't know. How much do you want? All you can get. I'm Alex Jones. I want all of you good guys to live to fight another day. Call 1-800-409-5633 or check it out on the web at efoodsdirect.com. Again, that number, 1-800-409-5633.
They came and took it all away.
They came and took it all away.
Aaron Dykes is popping in the last 15 minutes or so. He's done an analysis of these 76 new population reduction programs that Bill Gates and Melinda Gates are funding. We'll also have your phone calls continuing in the next